Hey there friends, welcome to episode 15 of my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon and today, well, I want to point out how beautiful this place is looking now. The new carpets make everything look friggin' tidy, and also my whole situation here is a lot more stable. The only thing we need to worry about is our power consumption. But since I have plugged in a fifth wind turbine, things are a lot smoother than before. So right now we're basically just waiting for two things: for the end of the winter, because there's still material lying around here that I actually would like to acquire, and of course yet another trader, preferably somebody who has building materials for sale, because right now I'm a little bit short of everything. Intermediate goal to take is finishing the research on the multi-analyzer and building one. There's going to be enough room for a multi-analyzer in this corner. I already figured it out. There are a few adjustments we need to do before that can happen though. So let's do that. But first, let's cook some more. That's okay. So the lamp goes here. The bed now goes there. Oh, but first let us harvest some plants. The harvest has always utmost importance because I want to use every single hour of this sun lamp with profit. You know, it's so hard to produce power in these areas. I don't want to waste nothing. So now we got this, and then we're going to reinstall this there, and this there. And last but not least, the heater goes there, and now we got this room here open for the multi-analyzer. Very important to have one as soon as possible. I should have all the necessary materials already right away. Oh, okay, solar flare. So that'll bring us to the point where things will just die outside. Inside, I mean. So Bishop wanted to clear away the corpse pile there, but I'm absolutely against that. I want to conserve the warmth of the inside and convince Bishop to leave this shack as little as possible, because, you know, outside are temperatures which force him into hypothermia sooner or later, and the insides, well, what can I say, the inside of this shack will warm up sooner or later. So yo, Bishop, why? I keep forgetting that you can't plant out new things while there's minus 46 degree inside. Oh, hey, Aurora. Well, Bishop doesn't really seem to care. Okay, now we can sew the rice back. There we go. Okay. So, let's change a few things. The inside area here, we have put over medicine and components. I'd say we also do the same for cloth, because cloth is a material I definitely won't sell for the next, I don't know how much sessions. Also, I figured that we could just go and replace a few pieces of silver walling here, because honestly, that's just money. Oh, speaking about money. Oh no, I can't. Just wanted to put the silver into the other area, but then I noticed that this would be really bad for orbital traders showing up, you know. Here we go. Slowly reclaiming the silver. I mean, I could turn these walls into steel walls, but actually rather not. I really want to finish the multi-analyzer tech and after that the fabrication tech, mainly because I want to be able to build my own components as quick as possible. This is a ticking time bomb that we only have so and so many components available, and the fact that one tantrum is all it takes to bring us into real trouble. So, volcanic winter outside. I'd say I don't give a flying F. Simply because... Ooh, joy wire. No. Stun side trainer. So... Stun is pretty powerful. Plus steel is very important, though. That's a tough decision, but I'll roll with a stun side trainer because I think that's a very valuable asset, and volcanic winter doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, does volcanic winter lower the temperature a little bit more? I think it could. I'm not sure though. The only thing I do know is that volcanic winter will decrease the sunlight level to... Who gives a... I don't care. Okay, so what I do care about, though, is this wonderful present of over 200 units of steel just falling from the sky like candy. So, next technology will be precision rifling, because I really, really want to have access to an assault rifle. Also, a sniper rifle could be interesting at some point. Okay, we got that nailed down. The next thing I want to do is put down the multi-analyzer. And yes, I got the necessary materials. Even the plus steel. Look at that. Exactly the amount of plus steel we need for that. I consider myself quite lucky here. So, let's copy the settings and... Or, wait a sec. Even much simpler. Just remove the home area designation here. There's not really any reason to do that to myself. Okay. Wow, so good. I really feel dang lucky to have the materials for the multi-analyzer together from the scratch. So we're going to build the research the fabrication tech next, because I think this is kind of like one of the biggest improvements I can strive for right now. There's, after that, still the issue that I have to build that fabrication bench somewhere and with something, but one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Right now, I don't want to go outside and gather those units of steel. Tasty. Seven chunks. That's yet another 70 plus 35, 100 units of steel just for the smelter. It's good. We're getting there. This must be almost all we need for the fabrication bench to begin with. That makes me really, really happy, because that means we're good-o. So the next few things to break my noggin about will be the next few attacks. Our enemies are getting stronger and stronger, and that's really making me angsty. So the multi-analyzer did cost 8 components, so we're slowly running low on components. It's a good thing that I started to... I deleted... No! Oh man, I somehow must have deleted the stockpile zone inside. It happens to me all the time, that I accidentally press the X button and delete that zone, even if I don't want to. Oh no. Okay, it was important for... Well, at least we have something to do. Just kidding. I really don't like it when that happens. So, usually I run a mod which allows me to search for items in this menu, but since I invested a lot of time and effort into this vanilla run, I also wanted to keep certain things unnecessarily tedious, just like it is in vanilla. I don't know. I had that urge. So, oh yeah, I forgot the Glitter World meds. But basically we can do this with all the medicine except for the herbal ones. There we go. But we are in a nice overproduction of rice. The rice is nice, I'd say. And we're also, well, I wanted to check out how much plants skill we need for smoke leaf plants. Oh, we only need a level of 4. Ooh, boy. Psychoid needs 6. Ah, there was the plant level of 6. I knew some money stuff would need a level of 6. So here goes the idea. Psychoid plants and smoke leaf plants would yield a nice amount of money on the side, since there's no longer a big issue behind food. I'd say we'll start and do smoke leaf. Although I personally feel like smoke leaf creation is a dangerous sport in itself, because, you know, I mentioned the danger of smoke leaf joints often enough in this run. It feels so silly because I don't think that reefers are that dangerous for real, but in this scenario, if you're out there in the freezing and numbing cold, it's actually quite dangerous. Oh, a item stash mission. Only how many days away? Yay, only 4 days away. No, we're not gonna go there. Okay, the rice plants are ready for harvest, and, well, wait a sec, they are actually not, but that's okay. I'll go and start out with these smoke leaf plants, simply because Bishop is not able to do psychoid plants. I would do psychoid plants above smoke leaf, but one thing at a time. The good news about smoke leaf is, quite simply said, we can refine that just at another crafting spot. We don't need anything except a crafting spot, and that can just be somewhere here, you know. Let's say the crafting spot goes there. Yeah, just like that. Alright, and there we'll just do the smoke leaf joints. I mean, I could also go for Psycheat, but once the planting skill is on 6, we'll go for that, I'd say. Alright, now we're going industrial. Oh boy, the Friends of Blood are attacking. Tynan! The game dev is raiding me, oh my god. Childhood punk, adulthood game dev, Tynan Sylvester. It's him! Him himself! Oh my god. I don't know if I should feel... How I should feel about that. He's growing hypothermic, that's good. That's good. Freeze to death, you. You monster. Get away from me, you monster. So the thing is, Tynan is running around with a awful bolt action rifle. It might be awful, but oh, God bless, he went hypothermic. Alright, take that, Tynan. Get away, torture somebody else. Oh, okay. Gotta say, now everybody with guns is a lot more spooky than any enemy before has been, because guns are really, really something else. Alright, but let's just smelt away that rifle. It's an awful rifle. If it would have been a better quality, I actually would have kept it. But not in awful quality. What's wrong, buddy? Ah, your wife Grump died. Yeah. That story. How long will it paint and will it haunt him? And no, well, we're at least past the 50% time mark. So, Jeff. Yeah, rip Jeff. Hyperweave pants. Oh man. Sorry. Well, nope. Rip. Rippity rip. No. I really need to stop myself from being greedy in situations like these, because, you know, It's so easy to die outside there, especially if your character is already on a major break risk when you're just going outside and such things. No. There we go. Okay, the Psychic Soothe definitely is a help. Now we could have went outside, but now Chef is already dead, but that's okay. Pair of Hyper Weave Pants is not that important, but that's important. We're completely out of power here. And the smelter is also draining. Okay. That's our smoke leaf plants dying, I guess. Or no, they survived. Awesome. Okay, good. Feeling relieved. It would have been really sad if they died because of a micromanagement misplay like that. Alrighty, so Tynan himself. What's next? I don't feel like anything can stop me now anymore. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. I should bury him. I really feel like that's a cool gimmick from the game to introduce Tynan Sylvester as somebody who's able to raid you and such. I really like that. Alright, let's see what happens next. So, after fast forwarding a few days, a slave ship has arrived, and I'm afraid that will be just like the last time when we met a slave ship. There's yet again nothing for us to gain from these guys except for a handful of components. As painful that might be, I can't change it for the time being, although I don't want to mutter about 4 components. I mean, 4 components are 4 components. We can do a lot better with those, and right now we are at half the amount of research points for the fabrication tech, which will be basically the biggest upgrade we've seen so far. I am also considering putting up a gun turret quite soon, because I felt like it is about time to consider security, because our enemies are starting to run against us with complete guns now, so things are a lot more dangerous than they were before. So it's all a little bit difficult, and it's very, very unfortunate that our trade partners are behaving like that. This is now the 3rd trade ship in a row that just brought us nothing noteworthy and no real benefit at all, except for, well, a handful of components. That's not really terrible or something like that, but it's also really not useful. Speaking about not really useful, poor Sparkles, but that's yet another fool with paralytic aphasia crash landing here. I don't know why this place attracts poor souls that much, but, you know, it is as it is. Alright, let's bury Sparkles at least. Okay. I'm pretty surprised that Bishop even feels anything at this point when somebody dies. He should have adopted the psychopath trait by now, with all that stuff that went down around him. But, well. Okay, so let's fast forward yet again. And only a few hours later, the smoke leaf harvest was upon us. That's at least one thing I can bring. That's at least something which will bring Bishop some sort of positive work experience. So how much do we gain out of one harvest? 137. I mean, there's a lot of room for more yields there, because a lot of botched harvests have happened. So what do we have here? Paid conflict. We get a... Okay. A triple pirate attack for either honor, hyperweave, or goodwill. That's not really anything I want to take. These guys come with guns. I'm not interested to fight with enemies that come with guns. If I can avoid that, I'll always avoid that. Because, you know, while you're alone, enemies with guns are among the most dangerous things you can possibly think of. Alright. Rolling the smoke leaf joints is a little bit of a lengthy business if you don't have a drug table for that, but, well, at least that's something productive Bishop can do, except for researching at that point, because, you know, researching is fine and dandy, but I don't have any room for the fabrication tech at this point. We will need a bigger, what's it called, a bigger shack to do that. And I didn't know that this work was good for your cooking talent. You learn something new every day. I had no clue that crafting smoke leaf joints was benefiting your cooking skill, but actually it does. So let's check it out. I mean, it does the cooking noise while you're doing it, and yes, this is a wonderful way for us to grind cooking XP. Nice. So let's check out the food poisoning chance. You gotta be kidding me. 1.5% now. Okay. Right on cue. Right on cue. But I also feel like it's, well, if I want to do research, this is not the really correct strategy. Let's hope we're not going to be attacked during that time. That would be really, really unfortunate if we did. But most of the time, I've had little to no problems with food poisonings. Oh yeah. There's yet another refresh of the food poisoning there. Okay. Just when I wanted to go fast forward one more time, we have this incident. You know, food poisonings, I rather take them serious because it's very, very easy to die due to a food poisoning. Just hang around outside too long, be trapped in a uncomfortable fight. All these things can easily take you down while you're food poisoned. Let's just hope Bishop will be lucky. 3 times in a row? Seriously, man. I'm considering the NutriPaste dispenser. NutriPaste dispenser has the big benefit of shutting down the food poisoning chance whatsoever, but that's really, really ridiculously unlucky to have 3 incidents of these in a row when your chance is only 1.5% or 2% respective, because the first time, I think the first meal was still cooked with a lower cooking skill. So, but seriously, imagine rolling a 100-sided dice and imagine rolling 3 times in a row a 1, 2, or 3. That's really nigh impossible. But that's exactly what has happened right there. Thrombos! Yeah. Well, I think there's a good chance of being able to take one down, but there's also a very good chance of being taken down by one, so I'll rather not. Feeling kinda tempted, but only kinda. So yeah, as I see here, the next batch of smoke leaf plants is already almost there, even before we're done rolling the first batch. But I mean, it's also because we had a food poisoning in between, and the cooking level is also really, really low at that point. So tell you what, we're going to suspend the singular job. I'll just wait for the next batch to be completed. Alright, let's see what happens next. So, only a couple of hours later, the Alobo Coalition is attacking us, but luckily this time they are only coming with a person with a short bow that also has little to no skills in using this said short bow, and, well, should be growing hypothermic at some point. Yeah, okay. Let's take initiative on this fight, though, because same reasons as usual. I don't want to let my enemies take initiative on me, and good old Bishop here has, let's see, I need to know. He's better insulated, he won't freeze, but the question I'm asking myself, range 26 on that one, And the short bow has a lower range. Only slightly lower, but at least lower. That's a reason why I want a assault rifle. Assault rifles have way better ranges. There we go. This is a pretty naughty strategy I'm running here. So we're going to stun this guy now. And take in another salvo. That's really nutty. Works quite good like that. Alright. We got that! Let's stripper and... well, maybe not. I don't care. Now, it's quite warm and cozy outside, if I might say so. And let's turn on the smelter. And start smelting weapons, especially this steel club. I really want to smelter that thing. Seriously. Oh man, that's annoying. Well, whatever then. Okay. Turns out I really need a trade caravan quite soon, because we're just going crazy here. We're just going crazy here. It's like I have so many items and I don't have enough room in my shack to store them, process them, and the irony with that is at the same time I don't have any chance of expanding my base whatsoever, because without traders I won't be able to expand. Yeah, well. But if I'm not mistaken, smoke leaf joints and such are also a accepted payment of orbital traders like slavers and rare thing traders. I'm not sure anymore, but we're all going to see. But I know that drugs are a very welcome trade material on the rims in general. So, whoa. What's your butchering? Bish. Burying. We're not doing this unless we really need to. And right now, I don't really need to because I don't have any room for new items. So, I'll rather not butcher any human people right now. It's bad for the mental health. And also, I really need to sell away the items I got. Tattered apparel. What's wrong with your apparel, man? You need a new pair of pants. Okay. Let's do this. Even made out of cloth. Nothing dubious this time. Feeling so proud of him. Alrighty. So, let's fast forward a little again. And yet another poor soul has crash landed on this place. It's really amazing how many people just happen to crash land here and die. The game is actually trying to help me proactively with more colonists, because, you know, if there are not enough people in your colony, the storytellers tend to fling colonists at you like crazy to make your colony grow. And since Cassandra somehow doesn't seem to have any success whatsoever with all her efforts to increase the population here, she just keeps on trying and trying and trying. So, well, what I do like about my situation right now is that since we started to create smoke leaf items, I am actually grinding up my cooking skill to somewhat reasonable levels. That's pretty good, but beyond that, I really need a person who's buying that stuff, because, you know, we are really needing, you know what I want to say. So let's see, there's a formal vest we're wearing, which is out of very dubious materials. So let's send Bishop to do this. And after the next smoke leaf harvest, we're going to switch back to rice, I guess. I always want to have a certain stockpile of food, because I am, well, rather careful with these out of experience, but let's let him sleep. Alright, so today's episode ends here. Sadly, we again didn't have any chance whatsoever to stock up in terms of building materials, which kind of makes me sad, but you know, we still made great progress in terms of new technologies. Fabrication halfway done is a really big progress, and 67 smoke leaf joints are nothing to spit at either, because once the next trade opportunity will come, and it will come, we're right at the beginning of the summer, we will have a good amount of money available. It's just only a question of time at this point anymore. So, Bishop insulated to minus 66 degree. What a beast. Thank you so much for watching, friends. It's been a pleasure for me. I hope next episode we will finally get a chance to expand again. But if not, well, we're just safe here and unrolling those reefers. So, feel free to drop me a comment down below if there's anything you have on your mind, anything you want to tell me. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. And as usual, a thumbs up helps a ton to make this video series more visible. Although I gotta say, you guys are already doing a really awesome job about that. Thank you so much for all the positive attention so far. And of course, if you want to check it out, in the description below, there's a link to my Discord server where my community, including myself, is chilling out every day. And if you want to find some like-minded gamers, feel free to drop by and say hi to everybody. And of course, have a good time and see you soon. Goodbye.